Hello there and welcome to another photo adventure with me, Betsy. Apologies for the croaky voice this morning, I've got a bit of a cold or a flu coming. Today we're back out in beautiful fog. Those who follow me know how much I love fog, so join me in a minute and we'll go and find some scenes to photograph. So today I'm feeling quite rough, got a cold or a flu. I have done COVID test yesterday and this morning and I'm negative, so I don't mind being out on your cold probably that I've got. But I'll take the window and beautiful thick fog. So let me just turn you around and have a look here. Absolutely stunning. So I've kicked Betsy out of bed early and went out on our dog walk this morning. And I'm going to make the most of this fog and I'm going to go and try and catch a few scenes and try and frame up. I'm hoping a couple of single trees just so I can get that separation between all the chaos that goes on behind with all the clutter. So the reason I do like fog is because you can get that separation and just isolate individual trees or scenes. Could be bracken, a nice bracken leaf, a small little lone tree, anything. Absolutely fantastic time of year this is. Gotta be my most favourite conditions, fog. Absolutely love it. So it's walking up the valley and so it is getting brighter by the second. So the fog may be short-lived this morning. It's currently 7:45 and I'll just spin you around here. I'm just looking over that way. It looks beautiful there. There is a gnarly little fence that I've took a photograph of before, but today I'm going to try and get something a little bit different. So yeah, I want to try and head up the valley into the trees, the little elevated area. I want to try and get up there. So join me in a second. Just look at this beautiful little old silver birch, rotted off silver birch. I'm loving the remaining stump, which is in the right hand rule of thirds. We've got this broken off limb pointing over on the diagonal, and we've got the path coming up on the left hand side, a few trees. I'm going to have a little play here just to compose and try and get a bit more on the left. Maybe just zoom out a fraction just to help balance it up. I'm liking that there actually. Yeah, I'm going to focus on the edge of the silver birch. A little trick for you, if you want to get absolutely accurate focus, what I tend to do is I will zoom in to 100% and I'll pick a point and I'll hit the focus. It's a good way to check if your focus points are all accurate as well, this. And then manually just adjust focus there. Zoom back out. We now have perfect focus on the end of the tree stump there. Wait for Betsy to get out the shot. I'm going to set up a 2-second timer because it's already on. So my settings for this are ISO 100. I'm going to change down to F11 and that's giving me 25th of a second, 2-second timer, and there's the shot. I'm now going to take another one because I want a bit more blur in the background, so I'm going to close down now to F4, well, let's make it F5, F5.6. in the hope that we can just blur out a little bit more of the background. Beautiful. As you saw there, I took a shot at f11 and then I took another one at f5.6. I tend to do this a lot. It just varies the depth of field, and what I would say to you, a good tip, while you set up and taking a particular photograph, shoot at different apertures. You may just find when you get back into Photoshop or Lightroom, whatever you use, you may just prefer the shallower depth of field on a particular shot. With fog, it is just about isolating a subject and let the fog take away all the clutter and confusion that's going on in the background with all the branches and the bracken and everything. So yeah, big tip for you. While you're there and while you set up, just take a couple extra shots at different apertures, see what you think. This is my next little scene, and what I'm doing with this shot, I've got the clump of silver birch bang in the middle of the photograph. I'm just going to get the level up and level the camera. I was just flashing green, so it's pretty level anyway. Just looks off to me by the eye. What I'm also doing to keep balance, I've got this little clump of silver birch there and the same over this side. Just to help balance the image up, there's a path running off to the left, to the right. There's another path going off to the left. It looks well balanced, so I'm literally just going to focus right in front there. Again, what I'm going to do is I'm going to zoom in to 100%. As you can see there, the focus is pretty good. I do get all my lenses calibrated to the camera once a year, so that I know I have got good focus using the autofocus button. I just find it time consuming, keep zooming in 200% all the while. If I want something that's got critical sharpness, then I will do it. Otherwise I will literally just hit the automatic selection there, press the focus button, take the image. Beautiful, beautiful. I do love these woodland scenes with this beautiful fog. Let me just turn around here. So if you can pick it up on the GoPro. This tree just there looks like an ash. Maybe oak, don't know. It's got some beautiful green moss all over it. It looks incredible. So I'm going to set up here and I'm going to try and get a little shot incorporating this. What I would say to you is, on your walk, just literally taking everything that's going on around you. As you're walking, just pause and just do a 360. Just come back a touch. Just look at that old oak there. Walk past it and completely missed it. Absolutely beautiful. Beautiful. So another tip for you, while you're walking along through your woodland scenes, stop every now and then and just do a quick 360 and take it in. Take in what is actually there, and you will find lots of stuff that you've just walked past. I'm going to try and find this shot now. So what I'm doing with this shot is I am literally just going to focus stack this. I'm going to take a photograph on that stump and a photograph on that stump and just focus stack them together. There's a lovely little bit of light coming through on this, right where the focus box is there, just there. The sun is trying to come through and it's lighting up this little bits of moss, as you can see on the edge there. So I'm going to try and be quick. I'm lining up the left hand one just in the left hand rule of thirds and the right hand stump just in the right, and it looks absolutely gorgeous. So now I've just turned round to the other tree that I just showed you, the little gnarly oak, and to balance this image up we have got a few more little silver birch just to the left of it. So what I've done, I've set up the trunk of the gnarly oak on the right hand rule of thirds, and we've got the silver birch to the left just to help balance the scene. It looks incredible. Again, the light is coming through and just lighting up the little bits of green moss. So hopefully a little bit of dodge and burn in Photoshop and this should look beautiful. I'll just talk you through the settings. I'm shooting ISO 100. I have come down to f2.8 for the other shot, but I'm now going to come up and I'm going to shoot f4.5. I'm going to focus on the trunk, and again what I'm going to do is, because I want detail in that trunk if I can, it is quite dark there, so I'm going to make sure that I have got detail, which is there. Sometimes on a dark scene the autofocus won't quite get what you want, so again this technique of just zooming in to 100% and then maybe manual focus, you will get beautiful detail. 2-second timers on. As I said, ISO 100, f4.5, 1/25 of a second, and there's the shot. Just going to carry on walking around now. Betsy's legged it already. I haven't got a clue where she is again. I can hear some rust. Oh, there she is, not too far away. So the fog is lifting. I've had a rough night in the night. I've caught this cold off my grandson. He went to a party, and his first ever party, he's only 7 months, and he come back with a cold, bless him. And we had him over last weekend, and of course I've caught it. I catch everything. So my plan was, because I didn't sleep well last night, coughing my guts up, my plan was to have a lie-in this morning. But I got up, looked out the window, having had a forecast for fog, saw it was like pea soup when I got up. So I was trying to get everything ready and come out. I do love foggy scenes. I'll just turn you around here. I'm not going to get a photo of this, but beautiful old gate. Try and find anything like that. Look for moss. I mean, again here, just look at all the texture in this down here. Absolutely amazing. It's amazing. So nice. Betsy is just off. She's good at her job, hunting. Mainly pheasant. She's only got to eat a pheasant and that's it. You don't see her for an hour. So when I get up this hill, I'm going to try and get a photo of the kissing tree that's up here. Hopefully the bit of fog should give it nice separation, and it should look all right. As I say, the fog is lifting quite fast now, so I don't know how long we've got, but yeah, join me in a minute at the next little scene. Again, just look at this beautiful little silver birch here. Beautiful green moss and the texture. Loving it. I have just took a quick shot, so I'll put this photo on at the end of the video. Beautiful though. Just stop when you see anything and just shoot it. Again, here's another similar shot to the one I've just took. Another silver birch and a limb going off on a diagonal line. I'll just show the back of the camera quickly. I love anything that comes off diagonally. It hasn't got to follow the diagonal line, but if you can see it's going at that angle, it just adds to the photograph. Again, the settings on that, I've just took the shot, f4.5, ISO 100, 1/60th of a second. I'm not bothered about depth of field with this because I don't want to see the background that much. I want it to blend in with the fog. So yeah, let's go and find this kissing tree now. And as if by magic, here is the kissing tree. Very famous. It's been in loads of papers, loads of magazine articles done on this. It does look fantastic, and I'm hoping that the fog behind, what I am going to do with this, because I want maximum sharpness on this, I am going to shoot this at f8, because f8 is incredibly sharp on this lens. Again, ISO is 100, I'm shooting 25th of a second. I may actually just underexpose this slightly. Oh, I don't know. I think it's too dark, just slightly underexposed. It does look too bright exposed normally, but I'll take the normal shot. Again, because I do want this sharp, I am going to zoom in to 100%. And just have a little play with the focus ring. Yeah, so it's, the autofocus is doing a fantastic job. It is pretty much bang on. 2-second timer, and there's the shot. I'm now going to take this beautiful little scene here, this beautiful path. The kissing tree is actually that one there, where I've just took the photo of. And all I'm doing, I'm just lining that up and balancing it up with the trees on the left. I'm just going to take a single shot here. I'm just going to focus on the tree there. And it's a beautiful path with mixed ash, oak and silver birch trees mixed about in it. Looks beautiful, it does. Again, just focus there. My settings again, f8. I am going to come down to f11 for this, just to get that bit more depth of field. And 20th of a second, 2-second timer. Lovely image, lovely image. I'm now going to have a walk back down to the first little gnarly silver birch tree that I took the photo of. Looking where the sun is now, and the sun is getting quite bright, so I'm hoping if it breaks through, we may just get a few light rays coming through the trees where that silver birch is. So I'm just going to have a walk down there and set up and just hang on for probably 20 minutes, half an hour maybe. Before I head back. I'm hoping, it is getting really bright now, so I'm just hoping that the cloud will clear and we just get some nice beautiful light rays coming through. That will just make me day. Well, I've been waiting now. I'll just turn around to show you this little scene here. Back to this gnarly little old silver birch. I'll just show you the back of the camera quickly. It looks absolutely beautiful, it does. And I have been hoping, the sun is literally right up in the top corner, and I was hoping to get some light rays coming through. I have been waiting good half an hour now, and no luck. The fog seems to be burning off into low cloud, which is still obscuring the sun, and there's no rays coming through, so I'm going to check this shot, which I will do right now. F11, 30th of a second. I'll put it on at the end of the video. Well, that's it for today. So I've been over here probably 2.5 hours, maybe a little bit more. It did look like the fog was lifting really fast when I first got here, but it has seemed to hold at this kind of level. I was hoping to try and get a few light rays, which the fog is just burning off into low cloud, so there's not enough sunlight to actually produce rays. It looks beautiful here. Gotta be my favourite conditions. Let me just turn around here. Just look at that business. Stunning. Stunning. There's a few pheasants squawking. Now Betsy's been going bonkers. I'm going to head home now and have a cup of tea, have some porridge, and because I feel so rough, I may just go back to bed for a couple of hours. See if I can wake up feeling a little bit more human. There are links in the description below to all the gear that I use, my GoPro, my Canon 5D Mark IV, the lenses that I use, tripods, everything. If you're interested in gear, check the description out below. Tell me which photograph you like the best. There are some beautiful pictures to be had in fog. I love it, I just love it. So yeah, drop me a comment below. You may not like any of the pictures, if so, just drop me a comment anyway. You won't upset my feelings. Photography is individual taste, so yeah. Let's put the photos on now, and until next time, take it easy.